Hi everyone, Rose Wildsmith here. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cool snippet roll from bits of paper, and it's a bit of a cheats way of doing it, so it's nice and quick and easy. These are using little scraps of paper and I've stuck them all down on a piece of packing tape. There's a couple of different kinds of packing tape. This one's got a paper back and this one's got a plasticky back. I preferred using this for this project because I felt like the paper back will stick better onto my projects when I go and snip this up and stick it down onto something. But if this is all you have, I'm sure it would also work well. You just have to use maybe a bit of a stronger glue when you're sticking it onto things. So what you want to do is get your length of packing tape and you put it upside down on the table, and then I used to be so inhibited and such a perfectionist, but when I changed how I looked at my sketchbook, I was able to relax and let myself go and ultimately find a real sense of creative freedom. One of the reasons that I used to feel so inhibited about my sketchbook practice was the fact that I had lots of unspoken rules in my head. Especially when you're starting a new book, that first blank page can be so paralysing. When I started to see my sketchbook as a private place, I stopped worrying about how the final result would look and I started to focus more on how I felt while I was creating. In this online workshop, I will cover some mixed media techniques. I also cover the mindset and ways of approaching your sketchbook practice to keep you free and uninhibited and have a really joyful experience of keeping a sketchbook. I think of my sketchbook as my refuge from the world. It's somewhere that I come back to when I need some creative recharge time. This practice has been such a joyful and life-giving process for me. If I can pass it on to only one person, I'll be so happy. Take a little bit more packing tape to stick it down. Make sure it's nice and spread out. So in this one I used lots of different colours and I think it looks kind of cool. This time I thought I might try doing a black and white monochrome version. So I have these paper scraps which are all black and white. I also have some from toilet roll wrappers. I've also got some music sheet which kind of goes with my theme. It's up to you, you could snip it or you could tear it. On my previous one I tore it and I think it gives a nice texture to the piece, so I'm going to tear it this time. And just tear little bits and then you can just stick them down onto your packing tape. Really simple. So you notice on this one I have them poking off the edge and it's quite nice because it gives it a nice rough edge. And they don't need to be stuck down completely, just as long as a bit of the piece of paper is sticking to the sticky bit of the packing tape. Okay, so there we have it. Now at this stage you want to check whether there are any holes and fill them up with little pieces. And it may be that the holes are too small for the piece to be able to stick down, so you can use a little dab of glue. This is just depending on how picky you want to be. You might not care about the tiny little holes, but I am a terrible perfectionist, so cannot leave any holes. Okay, quite liking this monochrome look. So the next stage is to sew it down, just to make sure that everything stays in place. You could do this on the sewing machine like I have done on this one, or you could do it by hand. If you have got a sewing machine, I'd really recommend using that because it's so easy and quick, and it just makes sure that the pieces won't fall off. Take it off the table. Okay, so I've got black thread on my sewing machine, which I think is fine for this, and I'm going to put the stitch length up a little bit to 2.6, and I just happen to have my walking foot on here, but you can just use any presser foot. I'm just going to sew all the way around the edge. Now on this one, I also did a zigzag just to catch all of the pieces in the middle. So I'm going to do that on this one as well. All right. So now everything's sewn down, and what I'm going to do now is just trim off the excess packing tape that you can see, so that all you can see is the beautiful paper. And there we are. I think I'm going to leave the threads that are dangling because I think it adds to the textural effect of the piece. I think it's kind of cool to have the monochrome one and the coloured one. Question is now, what should I do with them? I feel like they're almost too beautiful to cut up. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.